I want to talk about The Mist. I remember reading Stephen King's short story The Mist a long time ago. It's one of 19 short stories from the brilliant book Skeleton Crew. Since reading The Mist, I'm surprised that it's remained in my horror memory more than any other Stephen King story. So you can imagine the anticipation I had before I watched this filmed interpretation. It's magical watching a story you've only read come to life on screen. The film Cujo was enjoyable because I finished reading the book days before the film was released. Director Frank Darabont wanted to make The Mist years ago, and unfortunately the technology required wasn't available, so he made The Shawshank Redemption instead, which is also based on a short story by Stephen King. The Mist has entered straight into my favourite top 10 films of all time. I absolutely love this story. It's a great ride. Now, without giving too much away, the plot focuses on a dad and son who venture out to the local store after a really bad storm. Then, for reasons unknown, a strange white fog suddenly appears everywhere. The performances from all the cast are spot on. You're introduced to some interesting and believable characters. The film was shot using 3 different cameras at times, so the actors didn't always know where the cameras were positioned during some of the scenes. The Mist comes across like a claustrophobic stage play at times, and the tension throughout is terrific. This experience could be a study in crowd behaviour and paranoia. What you get with this film is a carefully paced thrill ride. It's so much fun and keeps your adrenaline pumping. Make sure you don't read anything about it beforehand. Even on the back of the Blu-ray cover it mentions something you really don't want to know about, which will spoil the whole experience. In the Blu-ray version it has the film available to watch in black and white as well, which is a homage to those old B-movies like Them, which was made in 1954, and The Incredible Shrinking Man back in 1957. And come to think of it, I'm actually surprised The Incredible Shrinking Man has not been remade yet. Stephen King was disappointed about Stanley Kubrick's version of The Shining. However, he liked The Mist. There's a moment in The Mist that Frank Darabont thought of himself, and Stephen King actually said it was something he wished he thought of first when he wrote his original short story. Now that must have been a seriously encouraging compliment for Frank Darabont. The Mist stands high above the rest because of the strong performances by an excellent cast, a platinum story and a terrific production team. It's a successful mix of talent that gels together so well. The script is solid, and it's such a change of direction for Frank Darabont. Keep an eye out for the actress Marcia Gay Harden. You might remember her performance in the Clint Eastwood film Mystic River back in 2003. In The Mist, she is absolutely fantastic, and I might watch The Mist again, but this time I'll give the black and white version a go. I want to talk so much more about this wonderful film experience, but the less you know, the trip you'll take will be one you'll cherish even more. Enjoy and embrace this very special film experience.